So we're going to do another test today. I've got a TaylorMade EF spin groove wedge and Titleist Vokey SM6. We're going to do a little comparison, see which wedge is performing better under different kinds of circumstances. Then we had 15 shots, 5 pitch shots around 30, 40 yards maybe, another 5 shots around 70 or 60 or 70 yards, then another 5 shots at like a full 60-degree wedge. And we're just going to see the numbers. I made a claim in a previous video that I said the TaylorMade wedges actually spin more than the Vokeys do, and I'm going to stick to that and see what the numbers show after. But I'm not really sure if they're actually going to show on the TrackMan, just because it's just more outdoor things. It's not really, from a numbers point of view, a difference that I could see happening. It's more of just an on-course, one of those feel things, because wedges aren't numbers clubs by any means. It's all feel, it's all finesse shots. So will it work? Maybe. Am I like counting on it? No. But if it goes properly, then hopefully it will work. By the way, I'm drinking my GP8 sport water again. Best water. But in all seriousness, like, watch what you put into your body, because you don't want to be drinking things that aren't good when you're working out and such. I'm just doing the screencast while I'm talking to you guys about this. It's important to watch what you put in your body as you get older, I guess, because I'm trying to focus on this now for university, because I know it's going to be a struggle if I'm not eating well when I go to university. So I'll continue this again after I go off my rant about eating properly. I'm going to hit, like I said, 5 pitches, 5 3/4 swings, and 5 full swings, and see what the numbers are with the EF first. Good strike. 30-yard carry right on the dot, so I'm not complaining. You guys can see all the data on the screen at the moment. So that's my third. That was thin. Just gonna roll a little bit more. Lower carry, more roll out, yeah. That one was thin. Might screw up the results a little bit. That was too hard. Alright, so I hit 5 with the EF. So those are the pitch shots. So the first 5 are the pitch shots. Now second 5 are gonna be 3/4 swings. Kind of just like right here. And through. So that's 66-yard carry. Let me see if I take off the sweater. Alright, so that was a 66-yard carry. On to the next one now. I'll hit a couple more on that 70-yard mark. That was a little bit too far, the other was a little bit too short. So right around 70 yards. Alright, still too short. Maybe we can figure out my distances one day. Get that bit. So that's been 3 so far. There we go. So if anybody's wondering, I'm using the TaylorMade True Preferred X ball for both clubs, the same ball actually. So although it's a TaylorMade product, I don't think it's going to react differently than each of the clubs. Same if you use like a Pro V1, I don't think it would make too much of a difference. That was thin as well. And that was 4. And that was 5. Alright, so that's the 5 there for the 3/4 swings. I hit 2 thin ones in each set. I'm not too happy with that. I might actually screw up the results. But last one, some full swings. If need be, I'll just remove some of them. It's a 92-yard shot with 1 yard of backspin. Those are very, those are good numbers for a 60-degree wedge. You don't want this spinning too much. But as I mentioned, I don't think any simulating software has captured the true essence of what this club can actually do. Once you get on the course with it and you actually play around with it for a bit, then you kind of figure out how beneficial it really can be to your game. There's 3 pretty good full swings there. So I'm going to get 2 more and then move on to the Vokey. That's the first one of all of them. Last one. So all the full swings have been pretty solid. I haven't been paying attention to the spin rate at all, but that one was at just over 14,000 or 14,500. A little too far left. Oh no, right on target. Okay, so I'm going to move over to the Vokey and see what the numbers are for that club. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm just going to switch it over now to the Titleist Vokey. Let me get it up here. Okay, Vokey, save. Right now we're set. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, this is a different club. We're going to do the same thing, 5 pitch shots, 5 3/4 shots, and 5 full swings. I'll try to go with it a little bit quicker, so 30 yards or around there this time. That feels a lot different off the face, I'll tell you. Considerably different. It does feel softer though. It doesn't feel like the ball's rolling up the face as much as it is on the TaylorMade. That might have been pretty good. Yeah, that's not a bad one. And I think I'll point in that I've played Vokeys for as long as I can remember, and although I enjoyed playing TaylorMade clubs, I wouldn't have switched to a TaylorMade wedge if it didn't benefit me as much as the Vokeys would. And I see the TaylorMade wedges personally now as more beneficial than the Vokeys were in certain aspects, just depending on like the shots that I like to hit. I've always been a guy that plays it a little bit higher and lands a little bit closer to the hole. And with the EF groove spin technology in the EF wedges, I feel like that kind of tailors to my game a little more than the Vokeys do. That was a thin one too, so that kind of evens it out. I feel like just me talking about too much causes the thin shots. So I think that's been 3 or 4. I can't even tell honestly. That's been 4. Okay, so we're on the last one now. I'm moving short. Yeah, that was the shortest one of this bunch. Okay, so now we're gonna hit some pitch shots, 5 pitch shots. Again, trying to hit that 70-yard mark. $67, that's not bad. I have not worked on the wedges at all in a really long time, so I'm actually pretty happy with how I'm doing. Doing pretty good too. Oh, that's too long. Never mind. That was at 81 yards. Spin rate just over 11,000. That's 3 shots now. Getting onto the 4th one. That was too far. Oh, again at 81 yards. Like I said, wedge game is not where I want it to be right now. But I'm not really too worried about it. I'm not in a competition until next year, so. $70.9. That's what I'd see. Okay, now 5 full swings, and then we're gonna look at the numbers. That one's gone, I'd say, a touch shorter than the TaylorMade wedge was going. Even though I swung just as hard as that one. Again, a little bit shorter. Maybe there might be a little slight loft difference in the clubs, who knows? Am I fussed about 2 yard am I fussed about 2 yard difference on a wedge? No. But do I want them to go in the same distance? Yeah. A wedge isn't like a power club, so I'm not upset if I'm like not swinging 100% at it, but I'd expect them to go the same distance. So that's been 3, I believe, yeah. Yeah, that was the 4th one. That's another 88 yard one. Kind of curious as to why that's happening. Last one. Alright, there you go, 94 yards. That was a good one. And all you know that I'm a TaylorMade fanboy and such, but you've seen my other videos where I've compared balls against the Pinnacle Gold and the So I gotta say before I was really interrupted by the ghost here. You see me do videos on the Pinnacle Gold and the Titleist Pro V1X, and I was swinging harder at the Pro V1X than I was at TaylorMade and equal at both. So it's not like I'm trying to favor results to the TaylorMade name. So get that in your head if that's what you think I'm doing. Actually, let's take a quick look at these results, see what's going on. I'm not sure if I can do the same thing because I want to actually get a report going for this one. I'm going to get an area report. Multi-group. Hopefully this works out the way I'd like. Okay, good. So, how am I going to do this? Let's take the averages of the carries on, actually, we'll just look at spin numbers. Spin numbers for the first, and you can probably see this on screen right now. Spin numbers for the first 5 pitch shots with the TaylorMade EF were, I want to say, around 5,800 RPM. So 5,800, remember that number. 5,800 RPM for the pitches. Let me actually write that down. $5,800. Okay, so $5,800 for the pitches. 8,000, 11,000, 8,000. I can 11,000, 9,000. We'll say around 10,000. Or then these are just rough estimates. They're not exact. Sorry, this didn't really go the way I would have liked it to in the end. But just take the last ones, 13,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000. Let's just say 12,500. It's 12,500. Okay, now moving on to the, those were the Vokey numbers. My bad. Those were the Vokey numbers. Now moving on to the TaylorMade numbers. So compared to the 5,800 spin, the TaylorMades were spinning 4,300. So that's more than 1,000 RPM, which is absolutely mind-boggling when you think about it. Please let me look like an idiot on camera. I'm gonna look like an absolute idiot on camera. Okay, the first one is thin, so I'll scrap that one. But 10,000, 11,000, 9,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, 9,000, 9,000. I'm gonna say around 10,000. Wait, what the heck? How? This thing fried. Alright, so somehow. Okay, hold on, let me undo this. Undo. Okay, no, it was at 10,000. I don't know why it changed on my phone. So it was at 10,000 before. So 10,000, 11,000, 9,000, 9,000. I'm gonna say around 10,000. So those numbers are about the same. Those can compare. Next, so the last couple, we got just scrap the 6800 because that was a thin shot. 14, 13, 13, 14, 13. That was actually higher, around 13,000. So those are quite interesting results, to be honest with you. That's quite unique. So the Vokey on the pitch shots is spinning over 1,000 RPMs more than the EF. However, the three-quarter swings, they were kind of evened out with each other. And then on the full swings, the EF was spinning approximately 500 RPM over the Vokey. So obviously there might be something to do with something in those wedges. I'm not completely sure. I knew I hit both wedges on the full swing category well. I didn't hit any bad, I didn't hit any great, or I hit most of them great, I didn't hit any bad. So it's quite interesting. I'll have to think of why that happened. I would have thought that it would either been all dominated by one club or by the other club. I wouldn't think that it'd be dominated one category, one club, and then another category would be tied, and the other category would be dominated by the other club. So obviously there's some sort of technology in these wedges that I can't explain, or I have no clue what's going on with them. So some more research, I guess, has to be done. But anyways, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Quite interesting, in my opinion. I like the results. They speak for themselves, I guess you could call it. I don't know what else to say, honestly. But it was quite interesting, and I enjoyed doing this little test, and I look forward to doing more of this in the future. So, like I said, if it helped, or if you are interested and surprised by the results, leave a like below. Comment what you thought would happen, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye.